Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to What's Up 180. Zwift Racing again, and this is the first of a brand new race. But before that, I'm just doing my little warm-up, and I spotted my good friend Kev Stephen was riding, so I thought I'll do my warm-up riding with him. And it's dumped me right in front, right in the middle of what looks like about 1,000 dimension data, MTN Quebecer riders. Kev's in there somewhere. I saw his name flash up very momentarily, but I can't find him now. Anyway, so first of a new race. This is the new WKG MINI CRIT race series. It's not a league or anything, they're just standalone races, but it's a regular race that's going to happen at 7:55 in the evening, British summertime, every Wednesday. I say it starts at 7:55. That is for the D category. Then every other category goes a minute later. So C's at 7:56, B's at 7:57, and A's at 7:58. That's the idea. It's a really short race, just 2 laps of the Volcano counterclockwise circuit, which is only about 4.5 kilometers per lap. There is usually, I think it's about another 4K off the start ramp before you start your first lap. So all in all, 12, 13 kilometers, something like that. It's going to be absolutely frantic right from the off. I have no doubt about that at all. So I'm thinking my preparation for this should be to step this up so that I'm pretty much at race pace by the end of my warm-up. Heart rate up. I've actually got my heart rate monitor working for once as well, which is nice. So try and get my heart rate up so that I'm virtually at threshold by the time the race starts. Right, get my excuses in while I'm warming up. I have a genuine one. I had to do an emergency run to grab my daughter from a friend's house. She was not well, but the car was left at the house as well. She was due to go to a West End show with her mum. So they had gone, taken the car. Mum had gone on the train up to London to watch the show. Millie, my daughter, not feeling well, waited at her friend's house for me to come and get her. So I basically had to race there on my bike, dump the bike in Dobby, and bring Millie back. So I have had quite an intense, I don't know how far it was, about 8 kilometres, something like that. But quite an intense 8-kilometre ride just an hour or so ago. So that's got to count for something towards a decent excuse for not performing today. That said, I know I really struggled and really suffered on the last race, but I was definitely doing better after I convinced myself not to keep focusing on the fact that I was in pain with cramp and all the rest of it. So, positive attitude throughout for this race. I mean, at normal speed, the race should only last about 20 minutes anyway, so surely I can keep a positive attitude for that, that duration. So we'll see anyway. But right, you don't need to watch my warm-up. I'll keep this one short and sweet. I think I say that every time and end up talking for hours. But anyway, yeah, I will cut to start pen just before the start of the race. How cool is this? So I'm just doing my little warm-up. Still got half an hour to go. And my teammate, Duncan Bruce, has jumped on for a little ride with me. Just give me a ride on. Cheers, dude. Good to see you. So I hope that you're also warming up for this crit race. It'll be good to see you there. Not that I will see which way you went, to be honest. you got a fair speed advantage over me, I think it's true to say. Oh, I think I just spotted somebody else back here. Who's this? Another WKG. Ah, Mr. Brian Roden. My man. Love it. I'm like a child. I get so excited whenever I see another WKG jersey on the game. It's brilliant. That reminds me, Brian, good thinking. I need to swap my bike over. I am currently on the... Am I on the Trek? I think I am, aren't I? Ooh, what's the site? There we go. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Brian, for the ride on. Oh, it's reminding me also, I put the rule in. You've got to change your name to Mini Crit, to have Mini Crit in your name. I still got the tat in my name from the other day. But yeah, so the bike combination I've got here is the best, apparently the best for climbing out the Zwift, as I so miraculously showed the other day with my magnificent performance. But the best combination for this type of race that we're doing now will probably be the Tron bike, if you have it, and the Oh, you can't put the zip wheels on the Tron bike, can you? I was going to say, and the Zip 808s. Failing that, probably the Cervelo S5 and the Zip 808s. Anyway, I said I was going to keep this intro nice and short, and I have managed to stretch it out a bit longer than I should. Oh, Brian's caught up with us. Good man. He'll drag us around for a while. Right, I am going to cut it now, and I'll see you on the start then. Alright, so this is a brilliant turnout. So much more than I was expecting. The weather has eased off. It's a much more manageable 23 degrees in my little pain cave today. But it's not actually even the quantity of riders, it's the quality of who's there. If I could hand pick a load of names to chuck in a race, these guys would be in there. A couple of exceptions maybe. I'm not gonna single you out, Darren. No, just kidding. Darren's moated, Darren Hunter is moated there are too many Cs, because at the time, or for a long time, it was only myself and him registered in the C category, which basically gave him a very good chance of a win in the C category, with me taking silver. But there's quite a few of us now, so this should be interesting. Obviously I said I'd start just before we started the race, but I've got 1:42 on my timer, which by my reckoning means if there are any D categories in there, they will be going off when I've still got a minute to go. So 30 seconds from now. I did a really intense warm-up actually. I did a complete flat loop of Watopia, half of it at a steady sort of 1.5 watts per kilogram, then picked it up to around 2, and then just after the sprint section, all the way through the S's and back down, I tried to hold sort of high 2s to 3, just to get my heart rate going again. I did get it up into the 180s, which I think it was quite good preparation. Sorry if I seem a bit distracted, there's loads of comments going on here. I don't know if I'm being bad-mouthed. Right, there we go. D categories are off. Good luck, guys. Sorry, I kind of missed that. I was reading the messages. It looked like there were 2 D-Cat riders that have gone. So obviously, first objective of the C-Cat riders, myself being one of them, is to try and close those guys down. Next objective is to stop the B-Cats, which are starting a minute after us, from catching us. And then obviously the ultimate objective is to win the race. But right, 20 seconds. I'm going to try and get myself fully up to race speed, because I know these guys are going to be. 10 seconds. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Best of luck, everybody. 2, 1. And the mini crit is go. Oh, there's loads of sea cats. I can't do a really fast start. I just can't do it. It'll be a complete race ruiner. Loads of arrows being thrown down, as you'd expect. I have a feather, which I'm going to deploy in a second. Right now, in fact. So yeah, heart rate 186 already. This is what I mean with these fast starts. I've only been going 900 metres, and I need it to settle down quick. I've got to try and stay with this group in front. 189 beats per minute. Let's try and take as much of a break in this group as I can. Do you know what's annoying? Is I was 1.5 kilograms lighter both yesterday morning and this morning than I was when I weighed myself for the last race, and Zwift has kind of locked my weight in, so I can't reduce it. So where I was going to come down to 76 kilograms, I'm still carrying 78. So got a bit of a break at the front there. Duncan Bruce Got 3 seconds on us. It's going to have to go some to hold that gap, given the power of the draft in a group this size. So this group, while I can kind of talk, S. John Arna, D. Kaz, K. Asarid, Keith D, R. Visser, El Capel, myself. Then we've got Carlos Valadares, 20 seconds back. I can't see who that is, 39 back. And then we've got Cat Nav, 1 minute with Kevin Wilshire. Then at 1:14 we've got Darren Hunter. And 1:41 got D. Bryan. Darren pointing out he missed the boat. Yeah, I think that was key to it, man. Oh, my network's gone. Please don't jump me miles back. Oh, there we go, I'm all right. D. Bruce is back with this group now. Emmanuel Persson, he's in here as well. If I didn't say his name, how did I not say his name? Okay, and that rider that's 39 back, Mr. John Grasso. So good to see you, dude. So good. Oh, we've not even started the first lap proper yet. Thank you, S. Wheeler, for the ride on. Who's going for it? Rink. Oh, I need to bring my heart down now. This is bad news. I feel like I'm going to split my rib cage. I carry on like this. Okay, so we split now. It's myself, Keith D, and Len Capel, and a little trio here. And then it's an 8-9 second jump up to the main bunch of C's. No point in trying to chase those guys now, sadly. This is about recovery now. I wonder why my heart rate was so low. It's because I'm watching Keith. I was going to say, if it was 130 something, I'd have plenty more to give. Oh no, Jamie Woodward in the A's, saying his counter's not going down. Has he already come past us then to start the lap? I do think this happened in a race yesterday, I read. They ended up doing like 20 laps or something because the counter wasn't going down properly. Let me just go by the distance. Got 7 kilometres left. I'm being a proper little wheel sucker at the moment. I'm having to be. Try and get back down mid to low 170s my heart rate, so that when the inevitable attacks come on the final lap, got a little bit of room. Rink saying his holiday's kicking in. I know the feeling, my friend, all too well. Ah, Ryan Devlin, unlucky man's had a dropout. Never like to see that, unless it's one of my main rivals and they're right in front of me. That's always good. Whoa. Len put in some power there and Keith was going with him. Got to stay with these guys. Oh, here comes that little kicker. I don't have a feather power up this time. Keep putting some good numbers there. Got 3 second gap now. Hey, Mr. Sean Lowe. He of Mr. and Mrs. Sean Lowe. I've said it a few times, mate, but congratulations to both of you. Wedding pictures look great. Who the hell is that that's just come past us? Oh, one of the A-cats, no doubt. I've dropped off Len whilst doing that. This looks like it's a different race. There's an A-cat. Who's that? I'm not getting names. Oh, that's Jamie Woodward. There's a surprise. and Martin Backer, and I think Brian Roden. And who's that behind Brian? Is that Peter? I can't see them on my list. I can't see anyone on my list. Oh man, I needed to jump in on that group. So it looks like that's dragged Len. He was anyway, but it looks like it's helped him get even further back towards Keith. I'm pulling up to Rink, who I think might have had a problem. Or just needed a breather. Carlos is pulling back on me as well. Very well indeed. Okay, that was Peter Wilson. I had a hunch that was him that came past when the other guys, the other fast guys came through. What have we got here? It's 9 years old. Oh, it's Oliver Bryan. Hey, it is Oliver, isn't it? I'm sure. Excellent to see you here, man. So, Martin's shown in second. Ah, okay, Emmanuel Pearson is currently showing first. It's going to be really hard to watch other races, guys, because I'm trying to close in on Rink. And obviously we're all coming up towards the finish, really. So we've got Jamie Woodward, and Martin Backer, and Brian Roden, and R. Devlin, who I think are the fastest on course at the moment, and closing down this group pretty quickly. They're 400 metres behind currently. Can these guys hold on for the win? Looks like we've got Duncan again at the front. We have. So it's Duncan, Bruce, S. John Arna, Emmanuel Pearson, and Kay Asserid. Ah, Martin's pulled out. Unlucky, man. So they're 30 seconds ahead of the A guys. And it looks like they're coming up to this final climb. Am I right? Alright, whatever's happening with me, this is too much fun to watch. I'll try and keep the power on, but I don't know where I am. And we've got Jay Cooner as well, catching very fast, just 4 seconds off the back of this quartet. It's going to be very hard to call. Duncan Bruce, line it up a bit. Emmanuel staying with him, as is John Arna. Asserid dropped off a couple of seconds. Cooner now 6 seconds off. And the A guys, actually Cooner is in the A's, he's leading the A's. So he's actually made a great break for it. And then the Devlin, Woodward, Roden group are 27 seconds off. Here we go, all the aerials being hit. We've got Duncan Bruce, we've got Emmanuel at the front. Now we've got John Arna at the front. It looks like John Arna's going to take it, 8 watts per kilogram. Emmanuel up at 10. So it's John Arna from Emmanuel, from Duncan Bruce. Great stuff, guys. Cooner comes over next. Then we've got Asserid coming up to the line. Great job. Jamie Woodward set it up. Oh, come on, let's get him over the line. There we go. Jamie over the line. Followed by Brian Roden. Martin Backer did manage to hang in there. Just 3 seconds off. Then we've got Devlin coming over. Followed by D-Kaz. Next up, A-Neb. Is Peter Wilson going to nick it? Is Peter going to nick it? Oh, I think he might have done. I think Peter might have had that. And Len looks like he's going to nick it from Keith. Oh, I've dropped behind Carlos. I'm going to have to get on it. Well done, Len's taking it from Keith. Then we've got Rink coming up next. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to re-engage so I can chase Carlos down for the finish. He's able to match me. I'm not going to do it. He was able to step it up as well. Great job, Carlos. So, let's see over the line. Mr. Visser, well done, man. Then we got Dean Moore. Then we have Mr. Valadares. Then it'll be myself. Very slowly. Then we have Catherine Denton. Oh, come on. Why is that? Oh, is it because I finished? Okay. It's just okay that. So we've got Catherine Denton. Yeah, Jamie's saying he had a bad server as well. Yeah, I feel your pain, man. I had exactly that. It wouldn't have changed my performance, but... Oh, man. I can't use the excuse that I was looking around too much for Carlos to get me either. As Catnav comes over the line, well done, Catherine. Because I was keeping on it. I wasn't letting off, I was still working hard. So it was nothing to do with that. I could see Carlos had been closing me down right from the start of that final lap. So we've got Jay Wilson now. Coming up to the line. Oh. I called it at about 20 minutes, didn't I? So you faster, guys. Or under that. So well done, Jay Wilson. Mr. John Grasso. First time I've seen you in a race in a long time. It's so good to have you here. And he finishes ahead of Mr. Kevin Wilshire. Oh, I like that format, I've got to say. That is good fun. Serious workout, but more fun than the Alpe de Zwift one was, because that was just a case of hurting myself to get over the line. Okay, Kevin Wilshire over the line to complete his mini crit. Good job, man. All right, we jump back to Kei Noshihira. Rolling under the banner to complete the crit. Well done. Next we have Master O'Brien. 9 years old. Fantastic stuff. Let me just get a message to everyone because that was awesome. I like that format, and the minute gap I think is pretty good, because I think after a few goes at this, the groups leading out, going out earlier, might learn to work together a little bit more to keep the faster groups at bay. And it was tight anyway. I think the A's managed to get. They didn't get the lead of the C's. I can't remember the finishing order now. Right, I'm going to have to check that in a minute. And then some of the B's were in there with the A's still at the end. So it did work out really well. Well done, O'Brien, 9 years old, completing the mini crit. Stunning job, dude. And who have I now lost? Oh, because I've come out of the event module. Darren, I think, was there. Here we go, Mr. Hunter. Great job, dude. You called it at the beginning. I had a fear of doing exactly that and just losing that group for a split second, and then you're just fighting a losing battle all the way. So well done for finishing, man. That's brilliant. I can't see who else we've got now coming through, so apologies because I've come out of the actual event. So no win for me this time. No, you're right then. When there's more than one C category, the chances of me winning are very slim. Right, I've rounded off to 15k. Let's see if I can edit my weight now. Oh, I can now. Right, I'd rounded up to 78 from 77.6. So I've lost off 1.5 kilograms. So I make that 76.1. Am I right? So I'm putting in 76. I think that's only fair that I round down that 0.1 of a kilogram. I'm hoping to lose that in the next few days anyway. I've probably lost it in this race. Right, guys. Fantastic. So when I do this, do I get the thing? There we go. So I can see the finishing order. There we go. Right, okay. So other than that, the A categories did... Hang on. Did I call it wrong when I... This isn't based on... this is going to be based on time, isn't it? Not necessarily who came over the line first. Am I right? Yeah. Because everybody starts later. All right, well, time-wise, I can give you the results from that, and then obviously you can see from the video, and I'm assuming Zwift Power will put it in the actual finishing order. So time-wise, Jay Cooner, followed by Jamie Woodward and Brian Roden. That's your podium. Well done, guys. Fantastic, fantastic performances. Look at the power numbers. You guys are just too strong. Then we got R. Devlin, Peter Wilson, legend, rocking it again right at the front of the race. You are A category all over, mate. And if statistically you're not yet, give it a couple more races and you will be. I watched your ride up Hard Knot earlier, by the way. My God. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't come with you guys now, because I could see how fast Sean and Kev and everyone else was going, and then you just blasted past them. So you'd have been waiting at the top of that climb for a long time for me to arrive. Right, anyway, back to this race. After Peter, in 7th place, we have A. Neb, then S. John Arna, then Emmanuel Persson, D. Bruce, rounding off the top 10. Well done, guys. K. Asurud, D. Kaz, great to see you again, D. Kaz. Not seen you in a race for a while. Really great to have you back. D. Moore, Len Capel, Keith D. So Len did get Keith in the end, which we saw actually from the race footage. So very well timed break from him. Ring Visser managed to pull away from me very nicely indeed. Carlos, great race. As I say, I can't even use the excuse that it was because I was looking around at other riders. All that did was take my visual focus away, but my legs were still working as hard as they would have been regardless. So, and then when I tried to have a kick at the end to close you in, I could see your numbers jumped up. I mean, look at that. You averaged 3.0 for the entire race. I did 2.7. That tells you everything you need to know. So, great stuff, man. Then it was me in 18th, followed by Catnav, Mrs. Catherine Denton. Great job, Catherine. Mr. John Grasso, another one who I've not seen for a while. Excellent to have you back in the races. Rounding off the top 20, then we have Kevin Wiltshire, Jay Wilson, Kane Noshihira, young Master O'Brien, 9 years old, my star of the day. Technically, this is a Rillo sponsored race, but it isn't one of our giveaway races. But in actual fact, the T-shirts are for the TAT race anyway. That's the design they've got. So, but I might see if they have any 9-year-old size T-shirts to throw your way, because you mixed it with the big boys. And, well, you clearly are one of the big boys now, Mr. O'Brien. So, fantastic job. Well done. And Darren Hunter, excellent to see you back here, man. Exactly what you said. Missed the boat at the beginning with the group. That makes all the difference. But I've seen your progression for your workouts and stuff, so I'm excited to be mixing it up with you when the Winter League comes. If indeed I've not been relegated to the D category by then. So. But guys, thank you all so much for racing. That was really good fun. I think I can quite comfortably say that looks like being a pretty successful little race format. Excellent that you all turned up on this warm summer's evening. And hope to see you all on the next one. Thanks very much for riding. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.